My News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
And welcome back to Cadillac High School. Jay Simon alongside Kevin Gregory. Cadillac Vikings with a 19-11 lead over the Manton Rangers. And the Vikings will have the ball to start the third quarter. Michaela Johns gets it into Hope Emmington, and we're underway. Rangers in that man-to-man. Immediately get it down to Johns. Little on the cut. Can't get it to go, and strong weak side rebound by Wilder. Wilder the other way. Blows by Johns and can't make the layup, but a great move to the rack. I'm sure you like to see that.
Yeah, those are the ones we're talking about. They just got to finish a couple of those. That was beautiful. She drove between 5 Cadillac defenders and just came up a little bit short on the layup.
Get the impression that that's the team that put up 95 points in one game. Wilder against Little. A little hesitation move. Faked like she was going to go with the spin, and instead stayed on that side, puts it up off the glass, and it's a 19-13 Viking lead.
You almost get the feel that she's one of those players, or will be one of those players that says, hey, listen, this is happening right now. Stop it.
Little nice cross-court look for Christensen, who lays it up and in. No weak side help. Christensen all alone, and she's got double figures. Wilder over the timeline. You see a little of yourself in her? Is that what you're saying?
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Long two. Comes up short by Vogler. Johns chases down the loose ball. And the Vikings will get it over the timeline. Christensen driving hard to the rim and lays it up and in.
2 dribbles from the three-point line to the rack. That's a solid move.
6.5 to go here in the third quarter. It's back to a 10-point Viking lead as Wilder gets it over to Vogler. Stanley at the top of the key. There I go doing radio again for TV. Long three is in and out. Good look from McAfee. Hannah Emmington over to Sister Hope. Checked by Wilder. Wilder with the near steal. Got a piece of the ball. Nice crossover by Hope. Shakes her. Johns. Straightaway three ball is good.
Nice. Took her time. Didn't catch the pass clean. Had enough time to reset and knock it down.
26-13, biggest lead of the game for the Vikings. 5:42 to go here in the third.
Yep.
And they're going to say Stanley traveled, dragged that pivot foot. If she was a guy, she'd complain.
She would. She would. But she's not. She didn't, and hats off to her for it.
That's right.
Because I'm old now, and I hate that smirk. Don't give me that smirk. You shuffled.
5.5 to go. You are old. It's true. So true. Hope Emmington on the left wing. I may or may not be trying to set the table for Friday. Johns in the corner. Hope to Little to Johns. Down low to Christensen's against the double team. Good defense there as they established well, kept her away from the block. Oh, Wilder. Kevin would have shot that. Nice drive baseline. Nice defense, though, by Christensen as McApray can't make the little up and under. As soon as she backed off, you'd have shot that.
Agreed.
4:50 to go here in the third. As Puffer gets ready to check in for the Rangers. Johns in the corner. That's way off the mark there. Rebound. Loose ball taken away by Little in the layup.
Well, Michaela was just dribbling out there for 5-10 seconds. Nobody came on her. She said, well, I'm going to take a little heat check. Why not?
Yeah, why not? In your world, you don't even have to make a bucket for a heat check, do you?
No. In my former world, I didn't.
Brown trying to Euro step around Christensen. Loses the handle. And the Vikings come up with it 28-13. They have started this quarter on a 9-2 run. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. As both of the Rangers' other freshmen will get ready to check in. Molly Lane has come to the scorer's table. Hope Emmington over to Sister Hannah. Vikings also, Kevin, showing good patience here offensively.
They really are. Man's kind of sitting back, There it is. Beautiful.
Back door, nobody picked her up.
Manton sitting back in that 2-3 zone. They're focusing so much attention on Kylie that it's opening up not only some outside shots for Michaela, but you can see that beautiful backdoor pass right there to a cutting Alexis Little. And you got to credit Coach Johns for drawing that up. Hey, girls, here's what to look for. They're focusing so much on the middle. We're going to have some open cutters on the wings, and if we reverse the ball a few times, you're going to have a nice wide open look. And a wide open under control shot is what any coach is looking for.
Timeout on the floor as JP Katona wants to talk things over. It's a 30-13 Vikings lead. 11-2 run to start this second half. 26 Sports and CCTV's presentation of girls non-conference basketball brought to you by Cadillac Tire, High Point Cadillac GMC, and Pizza Plus. Oh, delicious Pizza Plus. If you're interested in sponsoring these broadcasts, give us a call, 942-4225. That's 942-4225, and you too can be a part of the best broadcasts of high school sports in northern Michigan. Hardest working crew in television, bringing you these images. Jacob Fulis, Kaylee Buck, and Hunter Pollington on camera. Rain Johnson Hill in the truck with Commander Dakota Pike, our director, bringing you all of these images. 3.5 to go here in the third quarter. The Rangers out of the timeout. Picked by Lane, into the lane. Bouncing off of Johns was Vogler, and here come the Vikings. Hannah Emmington misses the layup. Kylie Christian says thank you for the rebound opportunity, but can't put her put back in. And the Rangers come up with it.
It's a tough shot when you're going full court as fast as you can. You know there's 2 or 3 people behind you to be able to ease up enough to throw it nice and soft off the glass.
Trust me, I've never made a layup like that. We gotta look like it might got a poke in the eye. Vogler holding her face on that steal. Hopefully she's all right. It's one of those as an official. If you didn't see it, you really can't call it just based on how she reacted, because how do you know she's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Backdoor cut, Little inside, might have been partially blocked by Puffer, and now we're gonna get a foul on the rebound as the officials will make sure that they agree, and they do. They're going to call it on Little.
We mentioned Cadillac opening this half on an 11-2 run and 10-0 to start the game. I mean, Manton just kind of dug themselves a hole, and you know, they had the firepower to get out of it, but I'd like to see them knock down a couple of shots, kind of start a little run.
Well, you just get the impression that if they can hit just one long jumper, even if it's not a 3, especially this one right here, Abby Brown, trying to get it back from Lane. Into the lane, and she will get fouled. A little hitch in her giddy up as she goes to the line.
Might have caught a little Charlie horse or a little knee bang.
Yeah. I haven't seen the Rangers play, Kevin, but I do get the impression that Abby Brown is just really one bucket, and this one might be it from getting going.
See the ball go through the net. Next thing you know, it looks like it's 10 feet wide and 4 feet high.
I've never experienced that.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I remember back in the day it happened once or twice.
Brown goes 2 for 2 from the line, and she's on the board with 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Hope Emmington gets it back to Michaela Johns. She'll bring it over into the front court. Johns driving, lefty layup, bounces around and goes in. That's a great left hand from Michaela Johns. She's got 5 in the quarter, 9 for the game with 2 minutes to go here in the third.
Tell you something, when you can inbound the ball to your point guard and reverse it to your 4-person, your 4-girl out of a trap, and she can take it 3/4 court and finish at the rim on the other end with her left hand, that is nice to have.
32-15, Vikings with the lead. Brown, little crossover, trying to kick it out, and Hannah Emmington having none of it. Yeah, we're going to get a 30-second timeout by the Vikings. Cadillac dominating this one right now, 32-15 with 1:46 to go here in the third quarter, but these freshman Rangers, Kevin, you get the impression they've already destroyed NMC and Marion in Highland Conference play. I've seen McBain once, and they're pretty solid. They've got some size, but I'm not sure who else is going to hang with them in the Highland Conference. This is a very good defensive Cadillac Viking team, similar to what we saw in the boys game, tonight's doubleheader. Previously, the Vikings and McBain both playing fantastic defense, and it was the kind of defensive team that the Ramblers don't see terribly often, managed to hang on and get the win. This is good for the Rangers. If Coach J.P. Katona has got this non-conference schedule for the purpose of trying to get his team ready for the postseason, this is the kind of game that's going to get them ready. They're not going to see anybody in Class C that plays like this.
Right. And I've been impressed. Not only, Cadillac has a lot to offer, but they've played very well tonight. They're kind of putting everything together right now, hitting their stride mid-season, so to speak. 3 or 4 guards that are doing their thing, the 2 girls down low that kind of control the paint. It's like they're really putting it together right now.
And there was some concern, obviously, with the Vikings. The numbers were kind of down. Things looked a little bit thin. It was Kylie Christensen and who else? Where were they going to get some offense from and stuff? And really, they've hung their hat on defense, and they're getting offense from other areas. Paulus, Canals has been able to put some points in for them. Johns has been able to score for them. The Emmingtons can get to the rack. Alexis Little has done a great job, 2 away from the ball, and it's the kind of thing where maybe these Vikings can make a little bit more noise than we thought. I think you and I once talked on one of our various road trips that you feel this is a 13-14 win Viking team. Yeah,
they weren't, I think they were about 500 last year, and I totally expect them to improve on that 3 or 4 games. I don't think 14-6, 13-7 is too lofty of a goal, and they might even exceed that ceiling.
Foul on the Vikings is against Michaela Johns, and that is her 3rd. It sends Brianna Puffer, the freshman, to the line.
I think if Michaela and Kylie can stay out of foul trouble during their run in the Big North, they really have a shot to make some noise there and compete for the championship. They got a lot of pieces, man. When you can get 4, 5, 6 different outlets of scoring, it's kind of like scoring by committee. You're not relying on one person to get you 25 a game. That's a good recipe for success.
Puffer makes 1 of 2. It's a 32-16 Vikings lead. Hope Emmington against Wilder. Inside a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Paulus inside for Granfos. Outside for Hannah Emmington. There's a takeaway by Abby Brown. Brown all the way. Left-handed layup won't go. And Hannah Emmington comes up with the rebound. Good defense by Paulus, not giving up on the play. 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd. Hope Emmington against Wilder. Paulus drives inside. 15 seconds to go. Hope Emmington with 7 seconds to go. 3 is blocked by Puffer, and that will do it for 3 quarters of play. 32-16, the Cadillac Vikings in control, doubled up on the Manton Rangers. 26 Sports and CCTV's presentation of girls non-conference basketball, brought to you by High Point Cadillac GMC, Pizza Plus, and Cadillac Tire. We'll be back right after this.